hello everyone, and welcome to our Diwali event. Hi, hi everyone. My name is Supandi. I'm sure a lot of y'all already know this, right? But if y'all don't, I am a character from Tinkle, right? And today we have a huge Amar Chitra Katha and Tinkle blast for Diwali, right? A Diwali blast. And we're going to do so many fun things today. We are going to be having a storytelling. We are going to launch a new book. We're going to tell you about a new piece of the Amar Chitra Katha website. Then we are going to have a special Tinkle release, after which we will have a super dance by Ohana Academy. And then we will have this amazing art which you can do with Fevicryl. Right, so we're going to have a fun-filled Diwali celebration. And to start off our celebration, are we ready to begin? Right, if you all want, you all can put it down in the chat. You all can all wish us happy Diwali, and I'm wishing all of y'all a huge happy Diwali. And today is Dhanteras, so happy Dhanteras to y'all too, and happy prosperity. Now, before we start all of the story, right, there is a new book, I think, which has gotten launched. And Reena, right, Reena Chechi as we call her, Reena Chechi from the Amar Chitra Katha, who's the chief editor-in-chief of Amar Chitra Katha, is here to tell us about what this book is and how we can, what is the significance of this book. So let's get Reena Chechi on screen. Hi, Reena Chechi, you're on mute.
Right? Now, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Happy Diwali and happy Dhanteras, Reena Chechi.
Happy Diwali, happy Dhanteras, and I hope you've bought lots of gold today, Supandi. Have you bought lots of gold?
No, I just got old today, Reena Chechi.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ah.
So,
yes,
what are we seeing today?
So I think right at the beginning, what I am going to do is, at Amar Chitra Katha, we've made a brand new book. And it is a very exciting story about two women who played a very important part in our history. Right?
Oh, wow.
Yes. So can we introduce the book first?
Yes. Let's see. Backstage, I think Birbal's in the backstage. Birbal, can we have the video, please?
Birbal's here too.
Wow, that looks so cool.
Doesn't it? Heroes
Yes.
of the Freedom Struggle. It's called Heroes of the Freedom Struggle. And here we have got people who are not really very well known, Supandi. People don't really talk too much about them. So we decided to highlight a few of these freedom fighters who not many people know about. Now we know a lot about Mahatma Gandhi. Do we know anything about his wife, Kasturba Gandhi? Not too much. We know that she was his wife and that she was with him all the time. But you know, Supati, that she was also a freedom fighter.
Really?
Yes, and she was with him all the time, and she had her own program. Also, she had her own individual fight with the system. She went to jail multiple times, and in fact, she passed away also. She passed away also in the prison. She was under arrest when she passed away. But she was a brave woman. She had to do so many different things. You know how Gandhiji was, no? Gandhiji just decided that he would do certain things, and are you speaking, Supandi? Because I can't hear you.
No. That was just my mouth move. Yeah. There was something stuck in my teeth. So.
I can understand that. So I was telling you, Mahatma Gandhi had his own, he had his own program, and he wanted to do certain things for the country. But Kasturba Gandhi went along with him, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to follow a person like Mahatma Gandhi because he had very, like he used to say that okay, you have to, give up certain things, give up certain types of food. We are not going to have too much luxury. We have to live with everybody. That sort of a thing. And so Kasturba Gandhi adapted to all that, and she led a wonderful, brave life, which reflected in the freedom struggle and which she fought for. And the second story is about a lady called Sucheta Kriplani. I bet nobody has heard about her because the history books
No.
don't really talk too much about Sucheta Kriplani. But did you know she was the first woman chief minister of our country? She was the
What
first.
really?
Yeah. And guess which state she was the chief minister of? Can you guess, Supandi?
Um, I don't know. Delhi, Rajasthan,
No, no,
Maharashtra. Oh,
no.
hello,
And that's
kitty.
my cat.
Hello, cat.
So Sucheta Kriplani was the first chief minister of Uttar Pradesh, first woman chief
Oh,
minister.
wow.
And she also fought for our freedom. She went to jail a couple of times, and she worked with Gandhiji and with Nehruji and with all the great freedom fighters. And she's also a very unsung, unknown hero of our freedom struggle. So these two stories appear in our new book, which is what we are launching today.
That is fantastic. That sounds so much. That sounds so inspiring, right? I mean, of course, the art also looks beautiful, but these seem to be really inspiring stories. So, thank you so much for that,
Absolutely.
Rina Chechi. Right? But there is
Welcome. You're
something
welcome.
else. There is something else as well that you want to tell us about, don't you? And I think it's in
Absolutely.
the ticker underneath where you can celebrate Diwali with Amar Chitra Katha at a very special website called amarchitrakatha.live, www.amarchitrakatha.live. So, Rina Chechi,
Yes.
I'm going to be right back. Why don't you tell everyone who's watching a little bit about what is going to happen on this website?
So are we going to show them a bit of the website along with
Yes,
my
I'm going to
talking?
show the
Yeah.
website
Okay.
and you can talk over that if you want and
All
explain what's
right.
happening.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
All right, I'll see you in just a little bit.
See you, Supandi. So here is our website. And in our website, if you click on celebrate, you get to a microsite, a Diwali microsite, where we have lots of stories of Diwali, of the 5 days of Diwali. We have do it yourself projects. Yeah. We have a gallery which shows pictures of the fight between Ravan and Ram, and lots of lovely artwork, and lots of lovely stories. So Diwali is celebrated over 5 days. Yes, it's got Dhanteras, it's got Bhai Dooj, it's got various important, it's got Naraka Chaturdashi. So there are stories, there's lovely legends and stories behind each one of these days. And at the Amar Chitra Katha microsite, you can listen, you can read all these stories. Yes, and also there are some do-it-yourself activities. You can make diyas. You can, they teach you how to make lanterns and diyas. And there's also an art gallery where we've got some lovely panels from our Ramayana. The Valmiki's Ramayana. We have a 6-volume box set, and that's got some excellent art by great artists like Arijit and Durgesh and Sanjay. So we've got all these people, and there's lovely panels from this comic, from these books. So you can see all of that, and you can enjoy Diwali very specially with Amar Chitra Katha. And now, very specially for Diwali, we have something that Supandi is going to tell us about. Supandi, are you there? I wonder where he's gone. I hope he has not got into any trouble. Supandi is forever getting into trouble. Supandi? Oh dear, I don't think he is here with us. So, anyway, I think I will call our master storyteller. And who is that? Pratik Dhruva. Pratik Dhruva, are you there? Will you come? Because Supandi has abandoned us. There you are. You're mute.
Hi Rina Chechi, how are
Hi.
you?
I'm absolutely fine. How are you, Pratik? I hope you're
I
celebrating
am doing
Diwali.
well. Happy Diwali, happy Dhanteras to you.
To you too, absolutely. And I hear that you've got a very special story about Diwali for our viewers.
Yes, I will be telling the story of Diwali. Actually, I'm not going to be telling the entire story because the entire story of Diwali is really, really, really long because it is the story of the
That's true.
Ramayana, right? What
Yes,
I'm going to be
yeah.
doing is I'm going to be telling just the last part of the Ramayana, right? Which essentially moves into why Diwali is celebrated, right? And I'm going to be doing this using the Valmiki's Ramayana that we have at Amar Chitra Katha, right? That is one of the most beautifully illustrated, the most amazing stories, and a
Yes.
lovely bound set, right? So I'm going to be
Yeah,
using this
that's
part of the story from Yuddhakand.
yeah, Arijit Datta Chaudhary. He's the artist. You're mute again.
Absolutely, Arijit Datta Chaudhary is the artist. Sorry, there is a little bit of sound in my background, which is why I keep
Oh,
going
okay.
in and out
All right.
of mute.
All
All
right,
right.
no problem.
So thank you so much, Nina Chechi. Right. I shall see you
My
in just a little
pleasure.
bit. And the
Yes.
books seem lovely. Right. So thank you
Thank
so much for
you.
that.
Thank you.
And I shall see you
Thank
soon.
you very much. Bye.
All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome and happy Diwali to everyone. Right. So happy Diwali and happy Dhanteras. That is today. Today is Dhanteras. So happy Dhanteras. Now, today I'm going to be telling you just a part of the Ramayana, right? Not the entire thing. I'm going to tell you a part of the Ramayana. And you can then, that is basically the last part of the main huge war that was happening, and that moving into why Diwali is celebrated. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and we shall start with our story. Let's see if you all can see it. There we go. Right? Okay, so now the battle of the final battle between Ram and Ravan, and Ram's army and Ravan's army had been waging for days and days and days and days. And to a point where Ram's chariot broke down, and when it broke down, he basically got down on foot with Ravan taking rounds and rounds around him. He got down on foot and started basically fighting. Arrow here, arrow there, and trying to fight off and keep everything away from him. Now, when this happened, right, when this happened, Ram finally defeated, or not defeated, but destroyed Ravan's chariot. And when Ravan went to get another chariot and rushed back to attack, even Indra got inspired by it and said, no, no, I will send you a chariot myself. I will send you a chariot. I will send you my chariot and my charioteer. Right? And when that happened, Ram and Ravan were equally matched in battle. Right? Ram hurled Indra's brilliant spear at Ravan, but Ravan managed to fight it off with great difficulty. And Ram and Ravan fought valiantly until at one point of time Ravan had gotten exhausted. He was still human, right? He was still part human. So he had gotten exhausted and he sat down in his chariot. And the charioteer saw him completely exhausted and turned the chariot away from the battlefield and went off. Now, obviously, Ravan was furious, right? Ravan was furious because he said, how dare you take me out of the battlefield? How dare you make me look like a coward? Surely you are part of the enemy. You've been corrupted by the enemy. If you have any loyalty left, drive me back at once. The charioteer said, no, 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 my lord, I did not do that because of because of disloyalty. I saw that you were tired. You needed some rest. The horses were tired. Now, when they went back into battle, both Ram and Ravan fought. Evil omens appeared all over the skies, and this signified Ravan's doom. Vultures and howling jackals followed him, and there was a rain of blood. And after the rain of blood, there was the rain of arrows. There had never been such a terrible battle. Everything that Ram would send towards Ravan would Ravan would manage to deflect it. Everything that Ravan would send towards Ram would manage to deflect it. And they fought and fought and fought for 7 days and 7 nights without pause, without food, without rest. They continued fighting. They used all their battle skills. They used their chariots. They used their arrows. They used their special weapons. But somehow, they seemed to be evenly matched. All the gods watched anxiously. What is going to happen? We know that Ram is Vishnu Avatar, but how is he going to defeat Ravan? Ram at last managed to aim his arrow at Ravan's head and shot the arrow. The arrow took Ravan's head, and Ravan's head fell. But to Ram's surprise, a new head grew. Ram shot arrow after arrow at Ravan, and Ravan just stood there laughing. After head was getting taken off his shoulders, but a new one would come in its place. He had an inexhaustible number of heads. Ram was thinking, how is this going to happen? What are we going to do? I've defeated everyone else, but how must I defeat Ravan? And then Matali, his charioteer, spoke, saying, this is the hour of Ravan's doom. It has arrived. It is time. You must use the Brahmastra. Brahma had made this arrow for Indra a long time ago. It had wind for its feathers, fire for its head, ether for its shaft, and Mount Mandara and Mount Meru for its weight. It could shatter whole armies of men, elephants, and horses. And this was the only thing that could defeat Ravana. Ram carefully took it and he shot the arrow, and it escaped from his bow and pierced Ravan straight in his heart. Ravan fell. And Ravan had died. For a moment, there was silence on the battlefield. Everyone required a minute to realize what had happened, both Ravan's army and Ram's army. But as soon as they realized what had happened, Ram's army, the entire Vanar Sena, they basically, they cheered in excitement. Ravan is dead. We are victorious. And Ravan's army fell to the floor. After the battle was done, it was time for Ram and his entire army and his family to return home. And for this, they basically, the gods gave Ram Kubera's chariot or Kubera's Vahan. And with that, Ram took all the Vanars who had fallen on the battlefield, who had given their life, who had fallen injured. They basically gave them back all of their life and healed all their injuries. After this, Ram returned home to Ayodhya. And in his return, The entire of Ayodhya celebrated. They were joyous that Lord Ram was coming back. He left a prince, but he was going to come back as King Ram. And when he came back, the day he arrived back, they had decorated the entire city and lit diyas for his arrival. Because finally, the light that is Ram defeated the darkness that was Ravana. And in that way, the flame of the Diya defeats the darkness that is all around us. And the day Ram arrived back and was made king is the day that we celebrate the day of Diwali. I hope you like the story, right? I hope you really, really like the story. And I don't see Supandi having come back as yet. Let's try to find if Supandi is back. Supandi, are you there? Supandi? Doesn't look like Supandi is back. But what we have next for you is your very, 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 very favorite editor of Tinkle, that is Achachan. So let's get Achachan on the screen.
Hi, Pratik. How are you?
Hi Achachan, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Happy Diwali
I am doing well as well. Thank you very much. Happy Diwali and happy Dhanteras to you.
and happy Dhanteras to you too. Yes, I
So,
loved
what
your
are we
story,
going to be
by the
doing
way.
today?
Such a lovely story you just said.
Thank you so very much. So,
So,
Achachan, what are we doing today?
so I'm basically here to talk about Tinkle's latest print release, which is a very special issue, something that's very close to my heart and the team's heart. It is the 50th edition of the holiday special. It's Holiday Special 50,
Wow,
and
that's
it's
amazing.
amazing.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go look for Supandi so that he can come back and talk to you about this. Right? Till then, why don't you tell our viewers what the 50th special holiday special is going to be all about?
Sounds great. Sounds great. Let me get
All
right to
right.
it then.
See you in a bit.
All right. See you in a bit. See you in a bit. Okay. So, Pratik is going and he's gone. Guys, I'm so excited about this cover. If you guys have seen the cover, it's such a fabulous cover, and the contents also. Hey, Spunty's back, and Spunty went. What's this? I don't know what Spunty's doing. He's such a funny character. He is. So I don't know if you guys have seen the cover yet, but I do have a short teaser, so I'm gonna play that right now, and then I will tell you exactly what you can find inside. How does that sound? Yeah. So without further ado, here is Holiday Special 50. Isn't it a fantastic cover? I love this cover because this entire issue has so many stories from across, and we really, when we came up with the idea of the cover, it was to take all our readers on a journey that is out of this world, literally to planet Tinkle, far away in the distance. That was the entire plan, and that's where this cover idea came from. And the book itself, there's so many lovely stories inside. There are two mashup stories. I know all our readers love mashup stories, where all our toons sort of get together. My personal pick of the two mashup story is the Supandi meets the Super Weirdos meets the Defective Detective story, where Supandi gets kidnapped and all sorts of hijinks ensue because obviously the defective detectives are out to investigate it. Best of luck, Supandi. Basically, we never see him again. The other story, the mashup story, has Shambhu going on an adventure with Ina Mina Mainamo. There's Supandi. Hi, Supandi.
Hi, Achachan. Yes, I
I'm
have never
so
seen
glad.
him.
I'm so glad that they have managed to find you.
Yes, Pratik came and he was like, Supandi, where have you been? Where have you been? And
That's exactly.
I had gone to, I got lost on the way back to my house because I had to quickly step out to get some Diwali decorations.
I was just telling the readers how there's this fantastic story in the holiday special, the 50th holiday special, where you get kidnapped and the super weirdos and defective detectives come to your rescue. Do you remember that entire incident?
Yes,
It's
I do
okay.
remember
It's okay if you
that.
don't. You can read about it in Holiday Special 50. I know you have a short memory, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
so many things happen to me on a week to week basis that what do I say?
Yeah, exactly. What do you say? So yeah, is there anything you want to know about the Holiday Special? The new Holiday Special that we have out on stands right now?
Achachan, you said that this is the 50th holiday
Yes,
special,
this
right?
is the
So,
50th
what
Holiday Special. Yeah.
50th holiday special. So, can you tell us a little bit about what is that out of the world theme that you'll have done?
So I was just telling the readers how like this special basically we have two mashup stories. One is the one with you and defective detectives and the super weirdos, and then we have another mashup story where there is Shambhu going on an adventure with Inamina Mainamo and how they take on some poachers, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's always fun to see our toons sort of interact like outside their regular like storylines. So there's that. So there are these two fantastic mashup stories. They're like 8 to 10 pages long, each of them. So they're like these elaborate adventures. We also have a space delivery story. We have a ghost story. We have a fun. There's a bunch of mysteries that you can solve, like in UB the Detectives, like special editions. There's a whole bunch of puzzles and jigsaws and like codes and like secret activities that you can complete. And I've written a story as well. It's based on a folk tale. Yeah, it's based on a South Indian folk tale called The Five Dosas, and I had a really good time like writing the story. It's a really funny story. So yeah, there's so much. There's just a lot that you can get into. It's 100 pages of amazing stories, really engaging activities, and just a whole lot of fun. Like it's a blast. Really, really is a blast.
That sounds really cool. Yeah, right.
It
I'm
is
so
really really
excited.
cool.
I'm looking forward to reading it. It's already out on the Tinkle app.
It's not out on the Tinkle app, but it is available on the Tinkle website. You can go to the Tinkle
Okay.
website and order a physical copy to your home. If you want to go to a bookstore and buy it, it is available at major bookstores. So you can check out the store locator feature on the Tinkle website or the Amar Chitra Katha website. There's this feature called the store locator, so you can look at exactly which bookstores in your city have the edition in print as well. And yes, that is how you can get your hands on it. So I
That's
suggest you go out
amazing.
and buy a copy right now, or best go to tinkle.in and order a copy which will be delivered to your doorstep. It'll be the perfect Diwali gift for you and
I
everybody
think
out there,
that
all our
is.
readers.
I think that is a fantastic. I think this. I'm looking forward to going and getting my copy as well, because not only because I have a story in it, but also because yeah, all right. So I think if I remember last year's holiday special also had was really amazing, and this year it's going to be even more, right? It's going to be even bigger
Yeah,
and better with
it's
double the
going to be
number of
a lot of
pages
fun.
and the years that it has been around.
Yeah. So it's a great way to spend a weekend. Like your holidays will be the better for it. That's all I can say. So I'm not going to give more information. Just go like pick up a copy and like start reading right now.
Done.
All right.
All right. Also, before you go, Achachan, right?
Yeah.
I need to ask you something. Tinkle Day
Yes.
is coming up on 14th of November.
Yes, it is. It is coming up on 14th of November. We have a really, really fun event lined up, like the Tinkle anniversary party. It's our 41st anniversary. Yeah. So
41st. We are
41st
old.
anniversary. Yeah. I mean, it's older than me. It's 41st anniversary party, and we're going to be like having the festivities from 5 o'clock in the evening. There's a whole bunch of fun things happening. I know all the tunes have been invited, so they are going to show up. So do stay tuned for that. So do make it on time on Tinkle Day, the 14th of November. It's a Sunday. It's at 5 o'clock. So keep your Sunday evening free and come and have a blast with us. Yeah.
Done. I think that
All
sounds
right.
really, really exciting. And can they expect updates about Tinkle Day on Instagram
Yeah.
and on Facebook?
Yeah. So the main update is keep your Sunday free, right? But we will
Right.
obviously we have our anniversary edition out, the November edition. If you see, there's a beautiful cover on it where Supandi is personally inviting everyone to the party, and yeah, and we have like a lot of updates going up across our social media channels. So do stay tuned to our social media channels. We have a very special episode of our new talk show called Tinkle Meets a Dash, dropping on the 14th, on the 12th actually, on the Friday just before, and it's with talk show host Abish Matthews. So that's a lot of fun. So there's a lot of really, really fun stuff that the team has planned. So uh, November's like a lovely time for us. Like we're totally in the festive mood. Not just
Yeah,
Diwali,
it's
it's
very
Tinkle Day,
exciting.
and we yeah,
So many things are happening, right?
yes, yes.
All right, so I will not keep you any longer, Achachan, because
Okay,
there's a lot of time and there is so much to do for
yes.
everything, right? So thank you
Oh,
so much for being with us,
thank
and
you so much, Supandi. Happy Diwali to you.
happy Diwali, Achachan, and happy
Okay,
Dhanteras.
bye,
Bye.
bye, bye.
All right, and that was Achachan. Wasn't that exciting to have him there and to tell us all about the Tinkle 50th anniversary holiday special, right? 50th holiday special, not anniversary, 50th holiday special. So let's look at that video once again. Wow, that was so cool. I can't wait to pick up my copy and read it immediately. And to wrap up what we did and all the releases that we have for today, let's also look at the heroes of the freedom struggle, the new two set of heroes. Let's look at those as well. So that was heroes of the freedom struggle as well, right? And now we have something very, very, very exciting, right? For y'all, we have something very, very, very exciting for y'all. We have a special art program which is going to happen for you, right? We are going to be decorating. We're going to be decorating diyas, right? So I would suggest that any of y'all who have diyas with you, please get your diyas quickly, right? Get your diyas quickly, and we shall wait for just a minute, right? Till then, I will tell you about what's going to be happening, a little bit about Tinkle Day as well. So on Tinkle Day, we have a whole host of activities and a very exciting event which has been planned for you all, a very special event. And not just that, right? There is a lot of things which have been planned to leading up to the event as well, right? So I hope you'll have all had a fantastic Diwali and have a fantastic Diwali going forward and an amazing Dhanteras, right? So let us see uh, if our artist from Fevicryl, right, Shruti Srivastava, if she is here. So I think she is joining, and let's take a minute. You all can get your diyas and be ready, right? Till Shruti joins. But Before Shruti joins, right? Before Shruti joins, we have a very special event for you. We have a small segment where you can learn how to dance, right? You can learn how to do a small Diwali dance. And for that, we have Ohana Academy, right? We have someone from Ohana Academy. We have Supriya joining us from Ohana Academy. So let's have Supriya on the screen. Hi, Supriya.
Hi.
Hi. So, can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing today?
Yes, surely. So Diwali is a happy time, celebration time, and whenever we are happy and whenever we want to celebrate, we always dance. So why not today?
That sounds fantastic, right? So, as I have been informed that you require a minute to get set up. So, what we're going to
Yes.
do is we're going to close the curtains for just a minute, right? And we'll all be back. Everyone, right? Keep your diyas away for right now. Make some space in front of your screens, right? And we'll be back in just a second, right? We'll be back in just a second.
Okay.
All right, Supriya, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Can you want to test the music once before we begin?
Yes, I'm playing just.
We can hear it.
Okay, great. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to now leave the space for you, and the screen is yours in three, two, and one.
Great. So everyone, let's quickly start because we don't want to waste any time. We are doing Bhangra today. So we are going to do the right, the left, the right, and the left. So first I'll quickly tell you all the steps, then we will do it on the music, right? So first we will do like this. So always make sure you will move your shoulders nicely. So we are going to do every steps 4 times. So this will happen 4 times, right? After that, keep your hands in the front. Yes, are you doing it? I hope so. So just move your arms on one side and pull it down, pull it down, pull it down. Again, from one side to another side, and then again pull it down. So this, we are going to do it again 4 times. The very first step was this, 4 times, and then quickly on the sides with the pulling of the hand. Right, perfect. Then a very, very, very important step in Bhangra. So we are going to cross our legs and kick it like this with lots of energy. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, like that. Right? Let's start and try it with the music first. Then I'll tell you some more steps. We're ready to start. Great. So after that, we're going to do another step called Punjab. It's an easy step. We're going to cross our right leg and left leg, hands going down. How are we going to do it? Right, right, change, left, left. So always try to tap your leg and move your hands like this. Let's try. 1 and 2, change 3 and 4. 1 and 2, change 3 and 4. Okay, so let's do these two steps together. Then we'll do it on the music. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, shall we try it on the music? From the top. Let me rewind. Let's start. it. Woo! Bale, bale. Let's do Punjab. Change. Excellent. Only one more step we'll do now, and then we'll practice it one more time so that you'll be able to do all the steps. Keep your hands like this. You have to push them down alternately. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 times, and then 4 times up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So while you do that, make sure you're lifting your knee. It looks better. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this happens 4 times again. So all the steps we are doing it 4 times. Just to be easy. So let's try again this with the music. Ready? With lots of energy now. Kick. Ready? 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Punjab step. Change. Down and up. Down. Up. Great. So I hope you have understood. Quickly, I'll revise all the steps. We are going to do different steps. So first one will be this 4 times. As I told, every step is going to happen 4 times. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Change side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again these 4 times. As soon as we finish this, we are going to kick. This again 4 times. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. As soon as we finish this, a step called Punjab. 1, 2, 3, 4. Twice with one leg and twice with another. Like this. And then you just have to push your hands down. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. How many times? 4 again. So after we do that, the music starts to fade. We just have to curl our fingers like this. Can you see? So nicely curl your fingers and start moving your wrist. So rotate your wrist. So either you can take a turn or you can just simply do 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So as soon as the music starts fading, we are going to simply do like this, or we can take a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Always make sure whenever you dance, especially Bhangra, your movement of the shoulders should be more. So try to move it up and down and forward and backward. Aage piche and up and down. Right? Yes, then only it looks better and good. So let's try the whole thing on the music. Ready? Okay, start. Kick it! And 2, and 3, and 4. Change. Change. Push your hands down. And up. And up. Up. I think you have learned a lot of different nice steps of Bhangra. In the small time, yes, I've rushed it a little bit because of the time constraint. But shall we quickly see all the steps little slowly? How? So please remember the sequence. Shoulder, okay? One, two, three, four. Change. One, two, three, four. Down. Two, three. Change. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Kick. One, two. So two kicks with right, two kicks with left. Okay? And when you kick, make sure you move your arms like this, as if you're flying, because this is a very energetic dance. And then this step. Okay? So keep your weight very lightly on the feet. You just have to cross and come out. Other side, same. See, always look at my shoulders. Make sure you're moving them nicely. And when you always make sure you'll keep your hands firm and nice. Don't do like this. See, the whole step looks really very shaggy. So make sure you just push the hands down properly with the firm hands. And then slowly taking a turn. Yes. Shall we do it once more with the music? Ready. Let me rewind and play it again. Okay. One second. Great. Let's start. Third time. And fourth. Kick it. Right. Left. And three. And four. Punjab. Down. And up. And up. And up. One more time. And up. And up. Start turning. Woohoo! So this was a super fast kind of choreography for all of you. So uh, let's quickly see. Only two difficult steps are there in this, which I'll just elaborate a bit. First one was this, the Punjab step and the kicking part. Okay. So quickly learn little technicals of that. Only the legs. So kick from right twice while jumping on the left. One, two, change, three, four. One, two, change, three, four. Okay. So let's try it little slowly. One and two, three and four. Okay. So make sure whenever you change your hand, try to jump. That looks a little better. How is going to happen? One, two, change, three, four, change, one, two, and three, four. Understood? So I've taught you this step little slowly because it's little difficult. The second was, how are we going to put the leg? Touch, come back. Touch, come back. Make sure you're not going forward and shifting your weight on the leg which is in front, because we have to quickly finish it. You just have to touch it, come back, touch it, come back. So twice on right. Similarly, touch, come back. Make sure you keep it on your toes so that you are ready to come back fast. On toes, come back. How are the hands? All the time like this. You just have to pull them down, move your shoulders, maintain the smile. One, two, three, and four, five, six, seven, and eight. Clear with the two little difficult steps? Yes? Shall we try? Okay. Let's try with the music and with lot of energy. I want all of you to do it with me. Ready? Three and four. Let's kick it. And left. All right. And left. Punjab. Touch. Back. Two. Change. Three. Four. Down. Up. Down. And up. And down. And up. Turn. Balle balle. Yes. So let's sparkle this Diwali with your energetic dance and stay happy. Keep dancing.
Thank you so much, Supriya. That was amazing. That was so much fun and it was so energetic and such simple steps for us to be able to do. Right? I loved it. I loved it. Thank you so much, Supriya. So Supriya is from Ohana Academy, and you can visit and have wonderful workshops with her and amazing other tutors at ohana.academy. Right, so you can check out their workshops at ohana.academy. So thank you so much, Supriya. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye. Happy
Thank you so
Diwali.
much. Bye. Happy Diwali. Take care.
Take care. Bye. All right, and now we have a very special guest from Fevicryl. Right, so keep your diyas and your paints ready, and I'm going to call on screen Supriya from Fevicryl. Right, so let's have Supriya from Fevicryl on the screen. Hi, Supriya. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Hi, Shruti.
Hi, Supandi. How are you?
I am doing very well. Right. Happy Diwali to you, Shruti. Shruti Srivastava from Fevicryl. Yes, I got the name right. Finally, I got the name right. Today, honestly, there have been too many S names which have been there for me. Right. Supandi, Supriya,
S for Supandi,
Shruti.
S for Shruti. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So, Shruti, what are we going to do? Shruti, what are we going to be doing? Can you hear me?
Oh, I am super excited to, paint some basic terracotta diyas into vibrant beauties. Shall we get
That is
started?
amazing. Yes, absolutely. So, Shruti, I shall leave you to it and best of luck. Shruti, are you there? Are you stuck? I think Shruti's stuck.
I'm there.
Oh boy. Yes, you're there, you're there. I
Yeah, I'm
can
there.
see you now. Yes, you had gotten stuck in the middle, so I couldn't we couldn't see you. Okay. So Shruti, handing it over to you now.
Okay, let's get going now. Okay. Oh, are we good to see? Can we see this?
Yes, we can see it loud and clear.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. So, like I just mentioned, we are going to create some vibrant diyas. See how beautiful these are? So, this was the basic diya shopping that I did yesterday. And I was like, let's make this Diwali a little colorful, little cheerful for all the tough times we've seen in the past. And look at how cute is this? This is a tortoise. Such a cute one. So let's get started. I'm going to keep this aside, maybe here. And I'm going to pick up one of the diyas for the session. Now, a very important thing to remember, these terracotta diyas, when you get from the market, these should be soaked in water for about 10 minutes. That's enough. And then you can just pull it out of your bucket or the wherever you've soaked it in, allow it to dry. Now what happens when you allow it to dry, or when you let the water soak in, it'll probably absorb as much of water or liquid it can. And when you start painting them, it'll help ease out your painting process, because your acrylic colors that we are going to use from Fevicryl have some water content in it. And by the time you apply the color on the diya, it kind of dries up very quickly, which is a good thing. But if you've not soaked it, it will dry even faster. So if at all you want to do a little bit of shading like this, then it gets a little difficult. Otherwise, not a problem. So let's get started. I'm going to pick and choose this diya, trying to replicate this one here. And let's see. So I'm taking a pink and starting it from the center here. So let's get started. We don't have to add water to it. The original color of the color is what we need. So let's get started. I have taken a brush which is flat. Not really necessary that you should take a flat brush, but you can take whichever brush is available with you to color the diyas, because there's a good surface that you have to work around on. One important thing to remember is whenever you're using acrylic colors, you must have a bowl full of water kept just next to you, a rough rag kept next to you, and ensure that all the colors that you use should be replaced with their lid as soon as you can. Why so? Because acrylic colors have the tendency to dry very fast. And I have acrylic colors with me, but it's not necessary that you have to use acrylic colors only. You can use poster colors also. I don't really recommend using watercolors because they are too transparent. And we don't have to use any color that is transparent on the terracotta diyas. Poster colors have just one disadvantage, that they are water based, and mix up, or it just gets spoiled, have patches. I encircled the pink with that lemon yellow, and now I am taking a chrome yellow to give that effect of shading. Colors reach them. So like I said, we have to go slow, but we have to be quick at the same time when we are trying to apply acrylic colors. Now here I'm going to apply a bit of green, and like I said, it helps in kind of mixing the color. So now my yellow is still a little wet. I'm going to wipe off extra yellow for color from my brush, and I'm going to try and mix it up. See, I'm giving this mixing bit right here. Yeah, enjoying the process. Painting is such a beautiful thing, you can just go on and on and on. I'm using a little bit of yellow more, chrome yellow, to give that light green effect that I need. Wow, isn't this beautiful? Like I said, colors tend to dry very fast. One important thing to remember is you have to ensure that you don't put on the fan. Oh, yes, the truth. You must not have the fan on. If you feel that, oh, I can't work without the fan, then you'll have to have your AC on, but not the fan. Fan is going to help dry the colors sooner than you think. Okay, now this color that I am using right now is my favorite color. It's a beautiful teal color, and it looks so beautiful with any other color. So be it a green, or be it a magenta or an orange. This is one versatile and my favorite color. This color is called teal. So I'm going to like this. Like it. So Pandit just mentioned that all of us are have names starting with S. I was just trying to say S for Supandi, S for Sonali, S for Shruti, and there's so many talented people. Well, I am not being this thing. Everyone is talented, is what I believe. And now, let's get doing the orange. Let me just clean my brush, like I just said, and have my orange color in place here. You can pull out all the acrylic colors you have, go as colorful as you want. I'm gonna go with, do half of it in orange and the other half of it in magenta. One important thing to remember is when you do this coloring, if your color, the color which is next to the color that you're doing is still wet, you can end up mixing it up. So for example, if the teal is a little wet here, there'll be a very different color that will form at the place where the orange and the teal color is meeting. You know what? This time, what I noticed when I was just going to the market and shopping for these diyas, I actually went to 2-3 places looking for the diyas, but I found one thing very strange. The quality of the diyas this time that was available or are still available in the market isn't very nice. Probably in the places that I am looking for the diyas, here the quality isn't very good. So it gave me all the more a reason to paint these diyas the way I wanted them to be. So like I just mentioned, I didn't like the quality. So if you are able to see the finish of this diya here, this isn't something which I like a lot, but not a problem. We all are creative people, and I just thought, let me just make these diyas more beautiful, more nicer by painting them up. Isn't that a great idea? So yes, now I am going to switch to a magenta. Yeah, let's quickly my hand, my brush here. Yes, 3D outliners or glitter tubes, or if you have some kundans kept at home, or some beads, or some small craft mirrors that you may have. We have all these things quite a lot because We kind of use them in our school projects. So we can have go creative and use them as much as we want. So, like for instance, I just removed some of these kundans. I thought maybe we can use them somewhere. Let's see if we can. Likewise, you can have mirrors or some beads, or and always try to do all this decoration bit a little away from the place where the flame would be there. That is, if the flame is going to be right in the center, then probably the decoration should be done on this edge, not really on the inside, for two reasons. This will not be seen. Once it is inside, if it is a tea light that you're placing, even then, or if it is a ghee or an oil diya that you're lighting, even then. So yeah, this is done here. I'm going to give a little bit of shading with my lighter pink. Awesome. Let's do this. So this allows me some variation in the pink color. Isn't this turning out to be so cool? So nice. Are you looking forward to coloring your own diyas? All right. Yeah, this is the shading bit which I have done. Now, this is not over yet. What we have to do is we have to paint the sides of the diyas. So, when I say sides of the diyas, I mean this. So, we should not leave the diya unfinished, at least this side, this much. Is there from Fevicryl. They have a very versatile clay. It's called molded, and this clay I'll use it and create some very fun, interesting, uh, animal or something. Just being a little different. And I created this tortoise. You know what? I also created a swan. I'm gonna color it right away if time allows. I'll show it to you. See, see. This is a swan that I actually made with molded. I thought if time permits, we'll color this also. Such a cute thing, na? Making animals of the basic diya available in the market. Yeah. So while I'm doing the coloring for the last part of this diya, I know that this part has dried. See, this part has dried. This is the beauty of acrylic colors. They allow the colors to dry very quickly. And now, what I am going to do is I am going to decorate it using some 3D liners. Yes, let's get going. Some 3D liners. I'm going to give some dots here. Like this. Is somebody making along with me? I would love to see if possible, or you can share with me later whenever you can. the moment you add this dark blue color dot here, the one shade of blue increases, and so does the beauty of this diya. So can you see? And then now I'm going to use a yellow, and I'm going to give some dots in the middle here. So 2 dots here, or maybe 1 dot here. Yeah. So the more colorful you make, the more happiness you get. And then I'll have some dots given here for yellow. I'll also have some dots of blue given in the center. And I am going to have a bit of yellow 3D liner on this edge. So we don't really have to worry if the color hasn't dried or something, because we know that the color has dried. Yes. Whoa. Let's give some dots here. Wow. And to just top it up, we will just have some glitter used quickly for this diya. A little bit of blue here. And a little bit of blue here. And rest comes the golden, red, and silver glitter. So this is golden. Golden comes here. Now this golden glitter, you see, it will look very, very milky right now because it will be wet. As it dries, it is going to get that original golden, glitter. It will be seen actually. This milky thing, milky white you see, is the gum, is the glue that is used to bind the glitter together. And my golden bit is over. Now I come to the silver bit. And a little bit of silver here, 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 and here. And some silver dots right here. And then some silver dots right here. Okay, and last but not the least, we are going to use a little bit of red sparkle. And this is going to be done on the outskirts. Just the dots here. On this orange side as well as the magenta side. Oops. Sometimes there is, excess of glitter that kind of comes out of the tube. You have to control that and then wipe it off with your rough rag. Woohoo! Here goes my Diya. I am done with my Diya. I hope you're like, oh, yeah, there's just a little bit of it left. Yeah, I can see some green dots that I had given. See, you feel that something is missing. So let me just quickly give some green dots. Sometimes you have to use a safety pin to clear the nozzle of your glitter tube or your 3D liner, because they may kind of get stuck, or the nozzle may get blocked. So you have to ensure that you have a safety pin kept right next to you when you're doing the crafting work with these 3D liners. This is a common thing that kind of, and especially when we just leave these tubes open for a while, what happens as soon as they come in contact of air, the nozzle kind of gets stuck and jammed, for which we have to make use of a safety pin and clear the jam. And then keep using them like we always do. Yes, we are done. So, do you want me to paint this swan as well for you? If you want me to paint this swan, then please let me know. All right, so this will be the last Diya painting for the day. Isn't this beautiful? Let me know.
That
Right.
is amazing. That is amazing, Shruti. I love it. It's so beautiful. It's so gorgeously done.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am going to have the camera on me again. Thank you so much, Bundy.
Yeah, and you can follow Shruti on Instagram at Shruti underscore Batra underscore Srivastava. So you can check her out from there. Thank you so much, Shruti, for being with us, and a happy Diwali to you and your family.
Thank you, Supandi. I wish a very happy Diwali to you and everyone else.
Thank you so much, Shruti. All right, so that was Shruti from Fevicryl, and she created the most amazing diya, right? She decorated and colored the most amazing diya using acrylic paints, right? So if you all have been using acrylic paints, or even if you all have been using poster colors, finish it, right? Close the tubes of your acrylic paints, otherwise they'll become dry. And then remember to wash your hands properly, right? Remember to wash your hands properly before you continue or do anything else, right? So have a safe Diwali as well. All right. So thank you so much, Shruti, for that. And we shall see you soon.
Pleasure having you.
Yeah.
Pleasure being here.
Yeah. Thanks, Shruti. All right, so that was Shruti from Fevicryl with the Diya painting. So we've had this amazing event today. I hope all of you have had a lot of fun. If you all haven't already, please go out and get the holiday special number 50. Right, holiday special number 50. It's on the stands now, or you can buy it from tinkle.in. Right, so remember to go out and get that. Have a really safe and super happy Diwali. I hope all of y'all have a great Diwali and a fantastic year ahead. All right. So this is Supandi logging off. Bye bye.